Joining me now from our bureau in Washington, D.C., Breitbart News Pentagon correspondent Kristina Wong. Kristina, there's a reason why Corey Lewandowski, the former campaign manager for President Trump in 2016, leads off this hit parade with the Nadler hyper-constitutional impeachment inquiry, which exists nowhere in the Constitution, by the way. But there's a reason why Lewandowski is out there front and center. Number one, Corey Lewandowski is mentioned in the Mueller report multiple times, and so this is the lightning rod effect. They're going to pull out the guy that is pretty close to the president. Corey Lewandowski and Donald Trump are still very close, although he's not on the staff of the White House, but they're still very close. So he's this political lightning rod, and a very visible one at that many faces around the country will recognize. That's number one. But number two, Corey Lewandowski is also symbolic. I think he's a symbolic member of Team Trump and almost a proxy attack on the President of the United States by going after Corey Lewandowski. There's really nothing we're learning from any of this. It's all about the political theater.
Yes, and thanks for having me on, Graham. You're absolutely right. This is a spectacle political theater. Within 5 minutes of questioning Corey Lewandowski, the hearing devolved into chaos. It's still going on, but there wasn't much of substance that we learned at all. Lewandowski beforehand said he wasn't going to go beyond the four corners of the Mueller report or his time on the campaign. But what does Jerry Nadler do when he starts off questioning? He asked Corey Lewandowski to go beyond that. So of course, he's not going to go anywhere, and it just devolved into bickering and chaos. And what this is really about, the Democrats are trying to revive the Mueller report. They're trying to revive impeachment. And Doug Collins, the ranking Republican on the committee, he's right. Democrats don't have the votes for impeachment, so they just want to talk about it ad nauseum.
The executive privilege is being invoked by Corey Lewandowski because Corey had been asked by a White House counsel to not answer questions of private conversations that he and the President of the United States have had, and that's totally understandable. But we know what the mainstream media is going to do with that, and the headline's going to be something to the effect of Corey Lewandowski refuses to answer questions to protect Donald Trump, which is not the case. This is executive privilege. This committee and this Democrat-controlled House of Representatives is truly going where none has gone before. This is not the procedure that the framers of the Constitution wanted. They wanted impeachment to be resolved by the full House of Representatives. We're doing it backwards. They are doing it backwards. It has not been brought before the full House for a vote and then tossed back to the Judiciary Committee. That's the procedure that this is supposed to be. It's a very solemn process that the framers only wanted used in extreme circumstances. So they wanted the full body of Congress to weigh in on this. That's not happening. And the reason why that's not happening is because Nancy Pelosi understands the dynamic in the electorate right now. And the electorate that is the voters in the United States, do not want and do not support impeachment. So here we have a situation where most of the American people don't even understand this process or what the process is supposed to be. And that is the full House of Representatives is supposed to take up impeachment, and if there's a majority vote to proceed, then the Judiciary Committee takes over. Instead, what we have here is Chairman Nadler, the Inquisitor General here, making up the rules. And this was part of the process of Corey Lewandowski today. He granted himself more time. So he's making up the rules. There's just one example of this, making up the rules as he goes along with one goal in mind, Kristina, and one goal only. And that is to harm the 45th President of the United States.
Exactly. I mean, what you're seeing is a sham impeachment investigation or inquiry or whatever they're trying to call it. The full House has never voted on impeachment. In fact, the last vote failed. I believe it was 95 to 332 voted against moving forward with impeachment. But still, Nadler is trying to make it seem like this is an impeachment inquiry. He said at the beginning of the hearing, this is a cover-up, plain and simple. So this is just an opportunity for him to posture, and this is not about transparency. Corey Lewandowski already testified to Congress 3 times, as well as former special counsel Mueller for more than 20 hours. So this is not about transparency. This is about posturing and making it seem like the administration is trying to hide something.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.